Welcome back. The Champions League group stage draw has just concluded. Glenn, Steve and Owen alongside me. This is where we normally start the argument about who's got the toughest group. But I think, Glenn, there's only one winner this time from the English sides.
Yeah, I think United have got the toughest one, for sure. Yeah, that looks as some tasty games there. Chelsea would be happy, I think. Going into the little bit the unknown. I don't think they've played any of that opposition, but that's still going to be tough. But Chelsea will be delighted with that draw.
So it's PSG, Leipzig and a trip to Turkey, Istanbul, Başakşehir for Manchester United. They obviously haven't had the reinforcements that the fans wanted in this transfer window yet. What do you think their chances are in that group?
It'll be difficult, of course it will be. If they don't bring any new players in the next couple of days, I think it will be difficult from what we've seen already this year by Manchester United. They've been to PSG before, of course, famously a couple of years ago when effectively Ole Gunnar Solskjaer secured his job, really, didn't he, with that victory. Leipzig are in good form, even though they've had to sell a few players this summer. There's still a really difficult game, getting to the semi-final of Champions League. And as you said, Başakşehir going to Istanbul is always hard in itself, albeit, there'll be no fans at this moment in time. It'll make that journey a little bit easier. But it's always a very difficult place to go because we know the fans, even outside of the stadium, at the airports, outside the hotels, they make it as difficult as possible for the opposition.
Yeah, as Steve said, though, Owen, happy memories from playing PSG the last time they were in the group stage. That will give them a bit of hope, do you think?
Yeah, I think they're quietly confident. Obviously, PSG are the strongest team in the group, but I think Man United are the second strongest team. And obviously, Leipzig have a brilliant young manager, Julian Nagelsmann, and he'll relish playing against Manchester United. But look, they're not flying on all cylinders right now, and hopefully they can get a couple of players in. But if they get it all right, I mean, this was a huge moment for Marcus Rashford. Composure to take this penalty was
controversial handball decision, shall we say?
We've seen a few of those, haven't we? But big moment for Ole. And look, you're right. They're great memories from that game, and it's a big season for Man United and for Ole Gunnar. So I think they can go into this. It's not ideal, the group that they got, but hopefully they can go into it, get a couple of players in, like Maka said, and finish, if not first, finish second.
Do you think looking at that group now could incentivise them to really try to get busy in what's left of the transfer window?
I think they've been trying, Lindsay. There's no doubt about it. And I think Ole would hope that they get over the line with a couple of signings. They've got, it's difficult when you're going for your top option and you can't get that deal done with Sancho. Then the other options, suddenly, it's you've got to work very quickly. And if it all falls into place, that'd be great for them. I still think they're capable of getting through this group. I really do. We haven't seen the best of United yet. Back end of last season, they were playing exceedingly well. Thought they had the balance in midfield working exceedingly well. They've got to get back to that, and they're capable of doing that. If they do that, they'll qualify.
Is there not much pressure on them, do you think, in the Champions League this season? Not too much as expected?
No, I mean, normally there's always pressure on Manchester United, of course. But this year, I think it is a little bit like Chelsea in a way, a work in progress. They can't expect too much. I think if they qualify out of this group, see where they go. Whether they can win it, I don't think they can. But yes, it's the pressure will be off them a little bit.
And Liverpool, Steve, in Group D, they've got Ajax, they've got Atalanta and Midtjylland. Looks fun, doesn't it?
It does, actually. It looks a really good group. Of course, Liverpool are favourites to go through, but to play Ajax, to play the free-flowing Atalanta, who've already started Serie A really well and scored lots of goals, we know them, and go to Midtjylland, I think it's an excellent draw for Liverpool. You can't complain, but I mean, I'd sit here and Liverpool could face anybody, to be honest, and you'd be very comfortable that they would go through to the next round. But you're right. I think the great opposition who like to play football and the really good games to watch.
They really are. Atalanta, not to be underestimated as well. They've had 2 wins, 8 goals scored in their 2 Serie A games. They usually are in high-scoring games, aren't they? Should be goals galore, that one.
Yeah, Macca's right. Atalanta are brilliant to watch. I mean, I'm sure most people have seen them play, but they love to attack. They score a ton of goals in the last 2 or 3 years in Serie A. Have been the highest scorer, even ahead of Juventus. So that will be a fabulous game. And Ajax, they always love to play football as well. So Liverpool, I think that obviously they'll dominate that group. But there'll be great games to watch.
With the signings that Klopp's brought in with Thiago, with Jota, giving them a bit more depth, how much do you think that's going to help them as they pursue perhaps a double or treble this season?
I think they've improved the squad no end. I really do. I think Jota came out of the blue, but it's a very shrewd buy. And Thiago, well, he keeps the ball for fun. And in that Liverpool side, I think they've gone up a couple of more gears. That's why I think they're my